going on, guys? Welcome back to NBA 2K17. Today's video is a little bit different. It's not going to be for everybody. If you're a veteran of the Myteam online mode, then this is probably not going to be your cup of tea. This is more kind of for the people that are still in Myteam online, feel like they're stuck in a certain gem. What can they do to get better? What can they do to progress better? The thing is, it all comes down to practice at the end of the day. I can't help you play better. I can't help you make the better shot selection, anything like that. But I can help you be best prepared for the mode as possible. I can do that. So today we're going to talk about what you kind of want in your lineup for Myteam online. Yes, it's probably all the best players. Should all have every diamond that's come out. No, it's a little bit different than that. I'm talking more situational for if you run into certain lineups on Myteam online. I'll go over the settings that I set up before the game that kind of runs better defense to help out with the defense on that. And then we'll just kind of tell you where you want to position your players on defense. I can't really help you make better shot selections. That's got to be on you. All I can say is take open shots. And even I don't do that sometimes. But other than that, guys, let's hop right into it. Shouldn't take long, but hopefully it'll help a lot of you out. Let's get started. So we're going to start with my lineup here, and it might look like a normal lineup or your average like 2K YouTuber lineup here, but my lineup is basically focused on speed and offense. They don't necessarily have to have the best defensive stats. I know most YouTubers will try and go for the all well-rounded. For me, I really just need them to have speed and offense because I feel like I play pretty good on-ball defense enough to where their defense stats are important, but at the same time, I feel like I can handle it if they're not there. Like Porzingis has good stats, not great stats. I know Karl Towns has horrendous defensive stats, and then we all know that James Harden can't play a lick of defense. So guys, with my strategy, it's all about speed, pushing the fast break, and the main thing, if you leave anybody open, they can shoot a jumper. That's kind of my main thing. Even the center, like I run Diamond Chris Bosh as center because he can drill the three, he can play stretch. I want everybody, if you leave anybody open, we have a chance to score. So a lot of things that I noticed, now this is not for everybody. A lot of people like the traditional center that just grabs rebounds, slam dunks it, plays better defense. I see a lot of Ben Wallace. I see a lot of like Dwight Howard. Hell, you can even run Yao Ming as like one of these guys. That's always a good one. But one of the main things that I noticed that's kind of a goof up that screws up a lot of people's teams, and it's gonna hurt them, not help them, is running a center at power forward. You would not know. I mean, on my live stream that I do, I review a lot of your guys' lineups. The one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to put another slow center at power forward. Yes, that center probably can shoot, but you would be surprised how many times I see Ben Wallace at power forward. Guys, Ben Wallace at power forward, yes, I mean, size-wise, he fits the position, but he provides no offense for you. He's basically lockdown rebound. That's one position that you want your guy to be able to have some type of offense. Don't run centers there. And not only, I'll notice a lot of Jokic, DeMarcus Cousins at power forward. To me, that's a bad move just because of speed. If you're on a fast break transition trying to guard your opponent, how fast do you think Jokic and DeMarcus Cousins are going to be able to catch a Porzingis, to be able to catch an Anthony Davis? I mean, those are fast power forwards. And hell, a lot of people even run the stretch fours like Durant. Durant is going to smoke DeMarcus Cousins and Jokic and some of the other bigs. The only one I would give exception to is going to be Karl Towns or Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is a power forward, but I see a lot of people run him at center. So just because they want the offense for center. But guys, it's all positional. Don't run centers at power forward. That's a big thing right there that I see a lot of people do. Moving on to the next step in filling out your team, make sure you're ready for Myteam online, is making sure that you fill in these last three spots, the third stringers. They are important regardless whether you think them or not. And I know what you're saying, well, I don't even use them in the game. True, but what if you run into a situation? And that, what I mean by that is, what if you run into Magic Johnson at point guard? What if you run into Penny Hardaway at point guard? It happens. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens quite a bit. Do you think Tony Parker is going to be able to guard Penny Hardaway with his size or Magic Johnson? No. What they usually do is they are going to back him down and post hook him every damn play. And I'm sure it's happened to you because it's happened to me. So what you got to do is you got to have situational cards out there for when this happens. So what I'm talking about is you want these three cards to fill in. Basically, these are going to be like hybrid cards. You want these cards to be cards that can play multiple positions. So what am I talking about? Right here, we're going to take out Gail Goodrich, and I'm going to use Giannis, because Giannis can be put at point guard. I used to have actually a Sapphire LeBron James that sat there, but you know what? Giannis ended up being better, and we put him there. So I keep Giannis on the bench. I don't even use Giannis like that anymore. I keep Giannis on the bench in case I run into a big Magic Johnson, a big Penny Hardaway, because he's 6'11". He's got good passing. He can actually run the point. He runs the point for Milwaukee sometimes, or did earlier this year, or something like that. So it's not insane, but it will help you not get bullied by an oversized point guard. Now, filling in the rest of the spots, Tim Duncan, he's 6'11". He can run power forward or center. So a lot of these cards are going to be situational also for injuries. They don't happen very often, but when they do, they're a pain in the ass. And if you don't have something to back them up, it's going to screw your lineup up. So we have Tim Duncan for power forward center. And then Kevin Love's only 6'10". 6'10", I can run him at small forward or power forward, or hell, even center. So they all kind of fill. These are kind of your hybrid cards. I know that you guys probably won't use them a majority of the time, but when the occasion rises where you do need them, and whether it be injury or a position outmatch, you're going to need them. So that's kind of it, guys. Just setting up the lineup, just making sure that everything is in place. Now we're going to go into what I do before the game to make sure I have defensive settings and that these dudes don't help me when I don't need the help. Alright guys, here we are in the My Team Online menu. So what I do defensively, you guys can choose to take this or leave this. You guys might have your own settings. So what I kind of do to be ready for the game is I go down to game plan, go to defensive settings, on ball pressure. I never leave it at auto. I don't want to smother them, because if you smother and they get past you, they just burn you. So what I want to do is I want to play tight defense on everybody. So they play kind of close, but not too close to where they're going to get burned. If they get smothered and the guy gets past, it's just auto buckets every time. So that's kind of what I do with that. And then right here, also, I hate help defense. I never want it. I never need it. If you guys like where the computer comes and helps, and basically a lot of people will do a drive and dish, where you'll drive and the guys will collapse, and then they'll dish it out to the wing for a three-pointer. I always turn screen help rules, no help, and no help at all. But everyone thinks that basically makes it so they're not going to help. I think it does, but there's one other precaution that I do to make sure they don't help, is I go over to coaching and help defense. A lot of people don't know about this, but I turn the help defense slider all the way down. So, I'm going too slow with that, but you can put it all the way down. That's my basic settings for online. It makes sure that the computer is always going to stay pretty close to their man, playing pretty good defense, not smothering to them to where they can get wide open for a bucket, and then nobody's going to collapse or help out when defense is not needed. So last thing we're going to show you here before I wrap things up is about the spacing you want to play when guarding an opponent, so you can make sure that either they get the shot clock timer or they're not going to get a bucket. Okay guys, so things I mean about spacing on defense is you want to give your opponent enough space so you don't get speed boosted on. As you can see there, I was playing way off on Curry because he's known for being a person that speed boosts in this game. So if you give him enough space, you're going to eliminate that opportunity for them to actually go ahead. See how much space I'm giving Kawhi Leonard? Just because I know that he is faster than Porzingis and he could easily burn me. But if I give him enough space, then I limit him shooting the ball. Like right there, he kind of questioned whether he wanted to take that mid-range or not, just because I was close enough that I could still try and block it, but far enough away that he wouldn't actually speed boost me either. So guys, that's what I'm talking about, just giving your player enough space and not always smothering them to death, or else you get burned. Like right here, perfect example, playing off. He's trying to run an ISO. I'm playing off on Steph Curry. I'm giving these guys enough space so they can't speed boost around me like that. That right there was perfect example. Tony Parker was playing too close. He gets burned. Alright guys, kind of the last secret to the trade here and what I do. I run into a lot of 5-out. One of the things I do to neutralize it, to kind of just get them from stopping to do it every play, is go into a 2-3 zone. It's not going to stop them. They'll eventually figure it out and they'll start scoring from the wing a little bit. But it will screw them up from trying to actually do that every play. And if you start doing it, switching in and out of 2-3 zone with 5-out, it's it's going to kind of mess up their game plan a little bit unless you really run into someone that knows what they're doing, which a lot of the time you don't. I mean, a lot of these kids just see a video that teaches them how to do easy plays and they'll do it. You will run into the occasional dude that knows what the hell he's doing and will still burn you in a 2-3 zone. But hey, you're trying, and that's all that you can really do in that situation. So to get into the 2-3 zone, you hit left on the analog pad here, and then you'll hit left on the right analog stick. So again, you'll hit left on the directional pad when on defense, and then you'll move the right analog stick to the left, and it should put you in a 2-3 zone. Again, it's not going to stop it entirely, but it should throw them out of their rhythm enough to help give you a fighting chance to try and get back in the game. Guys, I don't know. I felt like this video was something. I thought it was something. I thought it could help some people out. I mean, I play against a lot of people in my stream and watch my videos are veterans to the mode. So it's not going to help everybody, but if you are a rookie, if you're a mediocre player, hopefully some of these tricks and tips have helped you out a little bit. I'm not saying it's going to make you, never lose again, but just things just to kind of help you out in moving forward through the seeds. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this. We have new packs coming out Tuesday. I don't know where our moments cards have been this weekend. We have been snubbed by an Amethyst DeMar DeRozan. We were snubbed on a Diamond Karl Anthony Towns, and we were snubbed on a freaking Amethyst Melo. I guess 2K took the weekend off because they were so busy last weekend on All-Star break. Whatever. I'm not happy about it. We should have got some new cards. We need some new cards before Tuesday because we're running low on ideas, but I hope this video helped some of you. Guys, if you liked it, hit the thumbs up if you did. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. And Richie Nation, party on.